Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game one in a series between Huntress Shaped against Anima. Now, I do know that these players are actually playing under different names. Unfortunately, you guys can't tell this, but I actually don't have an internet connection. I forgot to jot down the names of the actual players. I had to transfer all of these games and replays through a jump drive, and then I'll be perhaps heading to my local McDonald's or Starbucks to go ahead and upload these later. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the series. This is game one in the series, what I believe to be a best of 5 series. Not 100% sure. I'll have to double check that later, but I will be trying to cast everything. Now, for those of you guys who are audiophiles, you guys perhaps noticed that there's a little bit something different in terms of my sound. Yes, I have finished moving, and I am using a different setup, or at least the acoustics in the room are slightly different. There's no carpet on the ground, perhaps a little bit more echoing in the back. I am not trying to use reverb whatsoever to make my voice sound more full, but that is going to be a little bit of an issue, and hopefully I can adjust all of my sound issues a little bit later and everything will be good. Now, on the top right hand side of the map, we have Anima spawning as the green human. On the bottom left hand side, we have Huntress Shaped spawning as the red night elf. Taking a look, you can see here that the Altar of Elders has come down a bit later than normal, meaning we should be seeing some sort of Tavern Hero, and let's take a look at it back over here. I don't see an Ancient of War being constructed anywhere. So there it is. So there is an Ancient of War being constructed, but that is significantly delayed. So we may have a very, very fast tech to tier 2, I would normally assume, but no, this is going to be a Hunter's Hall as well. So this is not your typical build whatsoever. It may be Huntresses with... I'm trying to imagine what hero we're going to be seeing, and we just got to wait and take a look down over here, as we already see the Beastmaster has been trained. All right, back over here to the north, Archmage is using that Water Elemental to creep out. This 3-3-3 creep camp should go down relatively quickly, as the Militia and Water Elemental will be finishing that off. Beastmaster already coming over, and Beastmaster with a Quill Beast trying to get in some extra damage. So far, the Militia are being brought over as well, and the Militia are extremely fast, able to perhaps zone out that Beastmaster, as the Beastmaster now running back home. Let's take a look back over here. This Ancient of War was constructed and completed. You see an Ancient of War off over here as well. There is the Hunter's Hall, which mean we should be getting Huntresses very shortly. We do not see a Tree of Life teching the tier 2 whatsoever. This Wisp is now just wandering around, as we are behind in terms of Moonwells, sitting at 19/20, meaning that we won't be seeing any units train up for a little bit of time. Beastmaster now looking to perhaps put in a little bit more pressure. Meanwhile, the Archmage still being brought over, still sitting at level 1, trying to get to level 2. All right, let's see. Huntresses are being trained, so this is going to be a mass Huntress strategy with a Beastmaster. So a combination of piercing and normal damage, which should end up destroying a lot of footmen. Now, Huntresses are extremely good against a footman fast expansion because of the amount of damage it deals. What you really need to make sure, though, is that your opponent doesn't get to level 2 or gets to level 2 rather late. You do not want extra water elementals to be in that fight. You can see that the Beastmaster is now already engaging in here. Oh, there is the Quill Beast, and there is a Quick and Snare. There's a Scroll of Town Portal, and that is going to be a lot of damage. It looks as though one Militia may get taken down. No, down to 26 hit points. It will survive, but this is going to be a lot of damage here. You can see that the Water Elemental already down to 63 there. Yes, fit for gaming playa. Yes, that was rather nice. As we're looking at the Huntresses now joining in on this fight. Huntresses, very fast units in addition to Quill Beast. The Beastmaster, the slowest unit out of all of them, as we're going to be denying that experience there, as the Huntress now going to be leading the charge. Now, Huntresses are extremely strong here. Water Elemental is going to be dropped into place, as the Huntresses are going to go straight for these Peasants. Peasants take additional damage from Huntresses, as you remember, as the Water Elemental now trying to get in position. The greatest weakness of the Water Elemental in this matchup is their lack of mobility. Their rather slow movement speed means that they are going to just end up getting stuck behind other units, as this Huntress now at 85 hit points now going to be able to back off. Huntress's very fast movement speed. You can see the tower going to get taken down by the Quill Beast. Extra damage there. There is another Shadow Meld once more, as the Archmage still nearby. Plenty of nightfall time. You can see Militia now being brought over. Huntresses do regenerate hit point at night. They should regenerate hit points twice, or only regenerate hit points at night. I'm surprised at how slow this actually is, as the Quill Beasts are still coming together. Footmen now being brought over once more. This Huntress may break Shadow Meld here. No, there's a Water Elemental waiting right there, lying in wait, as the Huntress and the Quill Beast now ready to go. All right, let's take a look at this. This one Huntress now needs to back off. This Huntress still off over here, needs to break Shadow Meld and get in some extra damage. Not quite sure why it hasn't done that yet, as there are still a lot of footmen. Another Water Elemental being dropped, and this one Huntress is just waiting here, hoping that someone will come and spot him and help him out. Unfortunately, it was the human army. Now, this is not the position that Huntress Shaped wanted to be in at all. Huntress Shaped perhaps wanted to be at tier 2 already with that Staff of Preservation, wanted to delay this expansion, and now that Anima has set up this expansion and is now ready to go to play the long economic game, I am not sure if Huntress Shaped can do anything short of setting up his own expansion, as we see here. Now that Tree of Life is tanking a lot of damage. There was a slow, there's an ensnare as well. There goes the Ogre Magi. This 533 creep camp will get taken out, as the Tree of Life needs to start entangling this gold mine. Alright, Troll Trapper will get taken down. You see level 2 now on the Beastmaster rather quickly, making up some of that lost ground. Anima is sitting at tier 1 though, and that is going to be his major problem if he comes into a very big fight shortly. Now, perhaps if we see Dryads, Ancient of Lore, definitely going to help out against those water elementals, even though they are unarmored units as well. But Anima is already constructing up guard towers. These guard towers are going to make it very difficult for those Huntresses to get into position. As we see now, Daybreak has come, and that means that those Huntresses are going to not be able to Shadow Meld any longer. Let's see what's going to be happening here. Oh, Wisp trying to run inside. You can see damage is being dealt. Those Footmen are actually chasing after all these units here, and this is actually going to be a really dangerous position to be in. Footmen do not want to be clumped up here like this. They are just vastly outnumbered right now, and that Footman will get taken down. Alright, this Water Elemental attempting to take down this entangled gold mine. It looks like it will be stopped, but really no harm in that at all, as the entangled gold mine now happening again. All it is really doing is delaying, as we see a superior number of Huntresses in this battle. Alright, let's take a look at this. This Huntress, very low on hit points, has to be extremely careful, needs to back off, and the Water Elementals, with their very slow mobility, needs to continue to run away here, and you can see the damage is being dealt. The Huntress able to kite the units rather easily, but those level 2 Water Elementals do have very strong damage. Alright, let's take a look at this. This Water Elemental may get taken down, and it does. Based on, I thought it was going to go for Time Life. No, another Huntress shot comes in and takes down the second Water Elemental, and this is now extremely good for the Beastmaster. Beastmaster now getting closer and closer to level 3 as a Footman trying to take down Huntresses inside a Night Elf base. Never a very smart call at all. This Huntress is going to most likely survive here, and let's take a look at it. Down to 21 hit points. There is the regeneration there, as the Beastmaster I thought was going to be picking up a Naga Sea Witch decides to not do that. Alright, all of these Moonwells are rather low. You see an Ancient of... No, that's an Ancient of Lore. Where is the Ancient of Wonders? There it is. We need to see those Moonwells filled up rapidly. Otherwise, those Huntresses are just going to become free experience for that human player. So far, you see more creeping coming in. Rock Golem tanking a lot of that damage. Huntresses are nearby as well. You can see all of that little bit of bounce damage. Troll Shadow Priest has been picked up, as the Ancient of War has taken a lot of damage and tanked it all. Alright, Tome of Agility for that Beastmaster. Not really going to be all too helpful. Maybe perhaps getting in a little bit of extra armor, but that is pretty much it. Already up to almost 7 armor, which is 30% 30% damage reduction. Alright, let's come back around. Goblin Shredder going to town. Perhaps he's going to try to start mining from here. That's not actually a good spot. since all of those towers are in the way. Meanwhile, Goblin Zeppelin now being brought over, and it's going to go after this Entangled Goldmine. All right, this is going to be very bad news. You can see that the footmen are actually just charging on in here. The Huntresses are all here as well, and without any Ancient of Lores, this is going to become a very bad spot. All right, let's take a look at that. That Water Elemental is getting in a lot of damage, and that Water Elemental really unable to do very much. This is coming to be very dangerous, and so far that Zeppelin is actually taking a lot of damage. Also, all of a sudden, the Archmage is not going to be able to pick up from that Goblin Zeppelin as the Beastmaster now hits level 4. Alright, Scroll of Town Portal forced to be used, but that Huntress bounce from the glaive so strong, and Huntress shaped is actually looking really strong right now as soon as he can get a Moonstone and start filling up those Moonwells. You can see all of these Moonwells are pretty much dry at this point, not able to regenerate hit points. Huntresses are rather heavy on hit points for a tier 1 unit, 600, and with that glaive bounce really starts to tear through many of those footmen. All right, repairing on that Goblin Zeppelin, not quite sure how they developed remote repairing technology, and that's got to be at least like 30 feet, but somehow that Zeppelin is getting repaired by this one peasant. All right, Quillbeast coming over to attempt to take down these workshop, or this workshop and this Arcane Sanctum. Oh, we have a Thunderhawk in play. I was not expecting that. Thunderhawk's extremely useful against guard towers. That extra magic damage, 21 to 25, I believe is doubled against those guard towers, so those guard towers do get taken down rather quickly. Water Elemental now attempting to take down this Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk may try to join in on this fight here in just a moment, and this is a position that I am not expecting the human player to actually want to fight. He is not under the cover of his guard towers, and Anima is actually in a rather bad spot. All right, this Water Elemental, is it going to go down? Yes, it does, but I'm not quite sure from the timer or from hit points. Too close to call. And I guess I should have been clicking on the heroes in order to see the experience gain. Beastmaster now almost level 5, as there is also a Clarity Potion on him. All right, the Quill Beast could go after a couple of footmen. Yes, there goes another one. Are we going to go after a peasant? No, Riflemen are being joining in on this fight as well, as we are seeing the Quill Beast now attempting to poke down this Water Elemental. Oh, there goes a Huntress after a quick stun. Beastmaster should get to level 5 here. There you go. So Quill Beast now going to be a very dangerous unit, as we now see him doing 39 to 45 damage with Frenzy. Very fast damage there, and that Quill Beast attacks extremely quickly. You can see it there, but the Mountain King comes by and gets picked up by that Zeppelin. A huge play there. Another round of units getting cleaned up once more, as the Huntresses are now trying to push further. Without any siege, though, that is just enough guard towers to really cause problems for this unarmored army. The Dryads, the Huntresses, just get destroyed by those guard towers. The Quill Beast, the only unit that is not unarmored aside from the heroes, and the problem is that Arcane Sentry Tower, or the Arcane Tower, excuse me, is gonna just feed back and destroy that summoned unit rather easily. Ogre Warrior taken down. Ogre Magi and Troll Trappers are all that are left. It looks as though the Panda gonna get very close to level 2, picking up a Scroll of the Beast. Not quite sure if that will just be sold or not, as the Beastmaster does get, the Panda now gets to level 2, and that's important to note, as the Beastmaster is already at level 5 and cannot gain any more experience. Back off over here, Mountain King sitting at level 1, attempting to get to level 2 as well. We are going into Mountain King Rifle Casters. And for the second part of the hero army here, Archmage is perhaps just staying close by. Very difficult to see any green heroes on this map. All right, there you go. Archmage right there. Robe of Magi on him. And I'm surprised that the Robe of Magi actually isn't on that Mountain King, since the Mountain King really, or the army really benefits more from having more mana on that Mountain King than it does for that Archmage. Archmage, yes, does get that additional +6 attack, but I've rarely ever wondered, hey, I wish I had +6 more attack on the Archmage, as opposed to I wish I had enough mana for 2 more Stormbolts. All right, Panda sitting at level 3 does have a health stone, meaning that that Panda is going to be regenerating hit points and can use that as a potion of greater healing that item is one step higher than a potion of greater healing, kind of like a ring of regeneration and health stone, or a potion of healing, all combined into a health stone there. All right, so far, Ancient of Wonders, 66 over 80 supply. Quill Beast is now coming back. Beastmaster off to the side over here, using Clarity Potions, and I guess trying to keep track of his opponent's army. This could be really bad, though. As you see, the Beastmaster is actually in a very difficult spot. What is he going to be doing? He's going to summon up some Quill Beasts and now kind of hide behind this location here. All right, the Quill Beast could get some damage. What is going to be happening next? The Beastmaster still hiding in the back right there. There goes the Quill Beast, as the units may be trying to come in for an engagement. The Mortar teams, though, going to be more than a match for those Huntresses and Dryads, as the militia has now come down. This Beastmaster actually caught between his army and a hard place, gonna have a very difficult time. There is the Stormbolt. There is the what's it called right there. Oh, there is a bash, and now this Beastmaster is going to end up getting surrounded and taken down. All right, after all of that hard work, a little bit of misplay, and a level 5 Beastmaster goes down without much of an issue. And I think that is pretty much going to be the end of that. Losing a level 5 hero at that point in the game, you cannot let that happen. Goblin Shredder is going to give level 4 to the Panda. The Panda could perhaps use that Scroll of Healing here in just a moment. He does have Bear, so he does have a pretty superior army. And what is going on here? A WarChiefRich. Yeah, WarChiefRich is one of the players that actually makes a lot more sense. WarChiefRich. And is it Huntress or is it Star-shaped? I don't remember. So there is the big fight there, and Mountain King now falls Mountain King gets to level 4 as well, as there is the Stormbolt. WarChiefRich just not fighting in a good spot at all, as we now see that the Mountain King going after the Bear. Bear gets taken down, no Staff of Preservation at all. There is a Breath of Fire, but the Panda is pretty much now out of mana. What is this Panda going to be trying to do next? Oh, can he get off some easy kills? There is a quick kill there, as the Bears are actually running in from the far side here. All right, all the Dryads and all the Huntresses are pretty much gone. You can see a handful of units, and that is it, as the Panda falls as well. And there goes game number 1, I believe. Both heroes are down. There is the GG. WarChiefRich loses to Anima. Well, I will go ahead and try and find the actual official names for both of these players. Just know that this was game 1 in the series between Human and Night Elf. Human player just completely dominating much of that game. But I really think WarChiefRich had a really strong chance of coming back in. He ended up just overstepping. That one Beastmaster falling at level 5 really melted everything for him, and that just became the end of that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed game number 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.